I came up with 5 things and they all suck.
It's really hard to come up with a cold open, isn't it?
It is.
Like, these things are and there's so much pressure because you got to have a wisecrack right at the end. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
And sometimes the wordplay just isn't that funny.
We are not that funny.
You're not that funny.
You're not half right.
You're right.
Correct. And welcome once again to the Juror Brewery tour.
Well said.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome. And tonight, we're going to be drinking.
Yes, we are.
But specifically, we're going to be drinking Marzen.
Marzens.
Marzens.
Marzen.
Yes. Do you know what Marzens refer to?
Well, Martians are usually... And they're usually little green things that come down.
Laser beams.
Yeah, that's right.
Large heads, tiny bodies.
Tiny bodies. Sometimes a brain that's exposed.
Oh yes, I've seen that. They attack.
That's right. They do.
Ack.
Yes. Attack.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, but the beer...
That's why we're not rappers. Go on.
That's right. Yeah. No. But the beer actually refers to March, right? Mars is like March.
Like walking?
Yes, like kind of like that. No, more like like March.
Dun 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 dun.
No,
not that one. Okay.
No, not the Imperial March. No, like the month of March, like January, February, March.
This part I figured out.
Okay, yeah. So traditionally in Bavaria, before Germany was made.
Oh, Bavaria.
Yes. They
in the Duchy of Bavaria.
Yeah, they had a big problem with fires, apparently. Yeah, who knew? But 1500s, they don't really have lighters and all that kind of stuff. So they had problems with fire. So they actually banned making beer from like April till September.
Seriously?
Because it's dry and because they would have to have such a roaring fire and people were dying, I guess. I don't know, something like that. So
no wonder that empire fell. Go on.
No shit. Yeah, you can't even have fires. Anyways, so they banned brewing beer from like April to September. So they made a beer in March. They brewed it in March, and they brewed a really high alcohol that would last and preserve through the summer. Really? Because it couldn't make it. And then it would be actually drank at the Bavarian festivals when you could make beer again. Like
in what month? Like October?
October. Yes.
An October festival
now,
of beer?
But I think originally Oktoberfest was actually in September, which is
late
weird.
September.
Yeah. Anyway, but Septemberfest just doesn't have the same ring.
Kind of does.
Not really, though.
No, it rings the same way.
Oktoberfest.
Septemberfest.
Jeez.
Regardless, tonight...
Irregardless.
We're going to be starting with the Bavarian from Big Family Brewing in Sarnia.
Yeah, it's Sarnia.
Your favorite town. This beer rings in at 4.5%. Trying real hard not to give too frothy a head.
Now, usually these were made with a lot of Pilsen malt, so usually pretty pale. But this one looks...
This one's got a little darkness to it.
Yeah,
as do we all.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit of caramel in there.
What a lovely copper color.
Just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, thick, tight head.
It's almost the color of maple syrup.
And there's some serious peaks in this.
Okay, you gotta stop fingering your beer, man. It's getting weird.
I know.
Like you finger it and then you lick it. It's just...
Well, what am I going to do with it after I've fingered it? Marry it?
Let's talk about the smell.
Oh,
I'm getting a little bit fresh peach off
Yeah.
it. Maybe apricot.
Yep.
That's unexpected.
Apple, yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Fruits that are certainly harvested in October, depending on your geography.
Yeah, very, very light malt. Not much
I am
malt
obviously not a farmer.
It's more of an orchardist.
The orchardist?
I don't know. It's an
Aren't those the people who play the piano at church?
Yes.
Okay.
No, those are the organs. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's time to drink this, mother.
I'm not sure we're getting any dates out of that routine.
I know I'm not.
Malty?
Lots of bread.
Bright. A little bit of apple in the flavor too.
Yeah.
A little bit of harvest apple. Like a little later in the
Harvest apple.
season.
Okay, like
Where it's had the chance to sweeten and perhaps just slightly over sweeten.
okay, I could give you that, like a brownish.
You don't have to. I can stand on my own with it. I don't need your assistance.
Oh, okay, I'll gift you that one.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, do you like that?
I do.
Thanks.
I like packages. A little bitter at the end there too.
Just a hint, but I'm finding the end is sweet. There's a little bit of bitter, and
Yep.
then the finish is sweet.
Oh yeah, the bitter remains in the center of my tongue. The sweetness swells all around it. It's quite nice.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. It says originated in Bavaria, traditionally lagered in caves. Our take on the German Marzen is right at home in our Biergarten.
Well, back then that's the only way they could make a lager was in a
guess.
cave because it requires refrigeration,
Yeah,
long fermentation,
yeah, I guess cold lagering and yeah.
and
Cold
the cave
fermenting.
part isn't that surprising.
No, it's really not.
It's not.
No.
Moving on. So from Bavaria, we go to another one.
Another Marzen? This is the Long March Marzen.
Isn't that kind of redundant?
Well, I think it's leap year.
The Long March.
The Long March Marzen, yeah. Like,
Okay.
every leap year there's one
It's like a
extra day.
social insurance number, the SIN number.
I think so, the SIN number, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's
This
4.
one, is it 4? Wow, you got a good one.
I did.
It's easy to remember. This is 5.8, so a little bit higher. This is from Black Gold in Petrolia.
Petrolia, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Black Gold. Nice golden color.
It's a little lighter, I'd say.
Yeah.
Very bubble-filled head there. Like you got your foamy heads, right? And then you got your bubbly heads. Lots of bubbles on top of this one.
It's true, yeah.
Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles.
Yeah, they make me happy.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, there's a lot of bubbles on this.
A lot of micro
It's not
bubbling inside the glass
Not a
too.
tight head, just a big bubble head.
Big bubble head. That's your nickname.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very honey color.
Yes.
Golden honey.
More of a buckwheat honey.
Buckwheat honey.
Yes, buckwheat honey.
Does it have alfalfa?
You little rascal.
Come here, Spot.
Okay, like if anyone out there got that joke, congratulations, you're old like we are.
Fuck's
Because my gosh, that show is like 80 years old.
At least.
Yeah.
It's before color TV.
So are we.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of fresh, bright again. A little bit of bread. Again, a little bit of apple on that nose.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit of apple. Not a lot of malt or anything.
Hint of perfume. Just a hint.
That's mine. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
It's not a scent-free zone.
Well, and with you, it never is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a little sweeter.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A little more tingly on the tongue, too.
I'm getting a little bit of sour.
I'm getting apple juice.
Okay, I'd give
And
you
maybe
some
that's
sort
where
of-
the apple juice and the sour kind of overlap a little bit because we have those associations with fruit juice flavors and sour beers.
Okay. Yeah, I'd give you a little bit of that kind of thing.
I don't need it again.
I'll gift you it.
Even better, wrap it in a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Package.
A little bit of bread, a little bit of darker malts, a little bit of bitterness at the end. But
I'd say this flavor's a little brighter, but these are both easy to crush beers.
yes,
It's just which one you like. You like a little more apple, or you like a little more sweet. You like a little more bread. You like a little more malt.
yeah, that's pretty decent. Very drinkable.
And that's just it. This is meant to be a beer that's easy to drink and drink a lot of while surrounded by buxom German women in pitchers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, I know. That's exactly it. It's supposed to be, a celebratory.
Celebratory beverage where you have a great time with it and you're not sitting there sniffing it and thinking about the bouquet like a couple of foppish gentlemen sitting in the living room.
Did you say a boob K?
I love those.
Okay.
They're not just K. They're great.
They really are.
I did not expect apple flavors out of those. I expected them to be malty lagers. And the fruit that came through, it brightened it up a little bit for me. It was nice.
Yeah, it makes sense with when they were going to be drank and everything else historically that they're not going to be super dense or a mouthful of huge flavor or anything like that. It's just a nice easy drinking beer.
Very pleasant.
Yeah.
Speaking of very pleasant, that's called a segue. Up next, Up next, we have from Fairweather Brewing in Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite breweries.
That's a
Honestly,
nice
they
one.
make great beer there. This is their Marzen Autumn Lager, and I believe the actual name of it is the Fall Back Plan.
The Fall Black Plan?
No, the Fall Back Plan.
Oh, as in like your fall. Okay, your fall
Yes,
back.
your Fall Back Plan.
Yeah, okay.
Your backup plan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's funny that it's an autumn lager and then it's fall.
Exactly, because, which is it? Are you pretentious calling it autumn, or are you, like, kind of base going, it's fall, leaf fall from tree is fall. This is at 5.6% ABV.
Okay. Beautiful artwork.
Yes, it has lovely canart. It has horses and proper gentlemen with their horses
Proper gentleman.
under willow trees. You want to pass me your glass?
Are you sure that they're willows?
No. For I am not a farmer, nor an orchardist, or an organist.
Or an arborist? That's a tree person.
Yes, I'm aware.
Are you?
I am. I had to pay one this year.
Ooh.
Yes.
Scheiße pooping.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a Scheiße poop.
Yeah. Speaking of Marzens.
This is the lightest of the three thus far, and probably the most active of the three.
Yeah.
Goodness, look at all that action.
Yeah, the carbonation in this one is quite heavy. That's
Oh yeah, very active.
very little head, but again, there is a head there.
Bubbly, but it's quickly dissipating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just a light color here. This almost looks like a slightly darker American lager in color.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bread.
Yeah.
Lots of bread crust.
Bread crust. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not getting that.
A little bit of corn.
I was gonna say I'm getting something sweet, but yeah, you're right. I'm getting a sweet corn. Yeah.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Mm-hmm. That's a more interesting flavor than I expected.
That's neat.
I'm getting notes of champagne to this one.
Well, obviously because of the bubbles, there's the acidity that comes
No,
through
I
from
meant
that.
the flavor.
The flavor. It's very complex.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of subtlety in that flavor. The tiniest touch of raisin, which I didn't expect. I'm getting, obviously the malt, a little bit of sweet, but not much, like less sweetness than the other two. Lots of bubbling action, but I am getting a dimension of it that's a little like a champagne. Pardon me, a sparkling wine. I can't afford the real stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the raisin. I'm getting the bread. I'm getting a little bit of sour, a little bit of sweet. The acidity from the carbonation. All of that. It's.
But you're not getting baby duck.
I'm not getting baby duck. No.
Okay.
No, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a really complex margin. It's
Okay,
got a
but
lot of stuff in there.
it's soft complex.
Yeah.
Like those flavors are subtle. There's just so
Very.
much there,
Yep.
and it's a little tough to pinpoint.
It really is.
But the overall flavor is very pleasant and easily approached.
Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of that fall apple idea.
Are you still?
Yeah.
Okay, in this one it's less present than it's been in the others for me, and I think part of that's the bubbles are giving me a little more bite.
Well, that was fun. A journey about March that really isn't about March.
It's about October.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about fires.
And
Fire safety.
and caves.
And caves, yes.
Caves.
Caves and fire safety.
Caves, and what did we learn? We learned about fire safety, caves, and 2 months of the year.
Yeah.
This is essentially a course.
May, June, July.
Whoa,
August.
that's more months. We're only talking two.
It's 4.
We're talking March and October. That's
4 or
it.
5 months.
No, 2 months only.
Okay.
It's almost as if they're adjacent to each other. You're on.
Yes. Anyways, I don't know if they're adjacent. They're more
I said it's almost as if they are.
but they're more like a second.
Close
Hey,
it.
thanks so much for watching the Rural Juror Brewery Tour.
You suck.
Thank you.
I'm Jay.
I'm Seth. And
So
funny.
next time when I'm going to forbid that kind of crap. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go to the website, ruraljurorbrewerytour.com.
Check out the blog.
Check out the blog.
Check
We
out
work
the
hard
past-
on it.
Check out the past episodes.
If you've missed some, and you know you've missed some,
There's
go
been a
back.
few.
Honestly, if you're a completionist, let us know. We adore you.
Yeah.
If you're not a completionist,
Why aren't you?
yeah, seriously, get a life. Come
Yeah,
on.
come on. Seriously. Just binge it.
See you next time.
Cheers.
Unless after that comment you don't ever come back, and I might understand. Thanks.
You should come back.
Fall black.
Interesting.
Fall back plan, not fall black pan.
Fall black plan.
It's
Fall back
fall
plan.
back plan, not fall black pan. Yes, it's part of my OnlyPens. Yes. It's an autumn lager, not a fall lager, but then it's fall back plan. But it says autumn lager.
But it's a back plan.
But it. So
As
is
opposed
fall
to a
your
front.
backup plan?
But it's opposed to a fall front plan.
Oh, I see. Either way, I like those plans to have